Picture this: dawn over a high desert. A silhouette appears on a ridge, hair flowing like silk banners, tail tipped in a delicate ring. The dog lifts its narrow head, amber eyes scanning the horizon, then launches into an effortless glide, part dancer, part meteor. Later that same day, that glamorous athlete is sprawled on your sofa like an art piece with paws. Meet the Afghan Hound, a living legend of speed, style, and surprising sweetness. Here is my promise for the next few minutes. You will learn where this breed really comes from, how that famous coat works in real life, what kind of temperament to expect at home and among strangers, and the daily routine that keeps an Afghan Hound happy without turning you into a full-time groomer. We will cover training that respects independence, health screenings to ask about, how to choose a puppy or adopt an adult, and fun facts you can drop at the dog park. Let us roll back the clock. For centuries, across the mountains and deserts of Afghanistan and neighboring regions, hunters needed a dog who could sprint over rock and sand, spot distant game, and keep going in harsh weather. The Afghan Hound, called the Tatsi in some histories, was bred by tribes and nobles for sight hunting, gazelle, hare, and other fast quarry. The terrain forged the type: tall, lean, agile, and covered in protective hair. In the early 20th century, British travelers and officers brought Afghan Hounds to England. A famous early dog named Zardan helped influence the written breed standard. From there, the breed reached show rings and living rooms around the world, including the United States, where the American Kennel Club recognized the Afghan Hound in the 1920s. By the 1960s and 70s, the Afghan Hound's glamorous silhouette was a pop culture icon. Now the look. The Afghan Hound is tall and aristocratic. Males often stand about 27 inches at the shoulder, females about 25 inches, with many adults weighing roughly 50 to 60 pounds. The outline is distinctive: a long, level back, deep chest, prominent hip bones giving a sculpted look, strong rear, and a tail carrying a graceful ring. Nothing is coarse. The effect is poetry in motion. Let us talk about that show-stopping coat. It is long, fine, and silky over the sides, legs, and tail, with a shorter, close-fitting saddle over much of the back in many dogs. The head often carries a silky topknot, and the face itself is smooth, accentuating a noble, long muzzle. When the wind picks up, the coat ripples like water stunning on camera, practical in cold and heat as a protective layer. Colors? Nearly every shade you can imagine: black, cream, red, blue, brindle, black and tan, and the striking domino pattern that creates a shaded, ethereal look. Masks may be black, and some dogs carry a subtle sheen. Beware of rare color hype. Great breeders focus on health, structure, and temperament first, glamour second. The head and eyes deliver the famous Eastern expression: exotic, slightly triangular eyes set a bit slanted, conveying both mystery and mischief. Ears are long and draped in silk, hanging close to the head. The overall impression is refined, an intelligent one-part sphinx, one-part stand-up comedian when they get the zoomies. Movement is where it all comes together. Afghan Hounds are sight hunters, sprinting specialists. On the move, they are elastic and floating, covering ground with low effort and high grace. Top speed can approach highway limits in short bursts. You do not push an Afghan Hound to run. You give them a safe space, and they show you what flight looks like. Personality time. Around strangers, Afghan Hounds often project aristocratic aloofness. They are polite but not necessarily eager for hugs. With family, the mask drops. They are tender, playful, and hilariously dramatic. They lean into you, steal your spot on the couch, and insist on a soft bed as if they negotiated it in a contract. Independence is part of the charm. The Afghan Hound is thoughtful more cat than golden retriever in the decision-making department. That does not mean stubborn so much as what is in it for me. Training succeeds when you respect that mindset. Short, fun, varied sessions with high-value rewards and plenty of choice. Prey drive is real. Fast-moving wildlife flips a switch that centuries of breeding installed. Secure fencing is non-negotiable. Off-leash in unfenced areas is rarely safe. Some Afghan hounds live peacefully with cats when raised carefully and managed thoughtfully. But outdoors, anything that runs is a race. Daily life with an Afghan hound blends art and athletics. Many are calm housemates who love to lounge until the turbo kicks in. Plan 45 to 90 minutes of activity per day, with at least a few chances each week to really stretch those legs in a fully fenced field or on a long line in open space. Add puzzle feeders and quiet training games to engage the mind. Grooming, honestly, is a lifestyle. When done right, it is bonding and beautiful. Plan regular baths every 1 to 3 weeks, depending on coat and environment, followed by thorough blow drying and line brushing from skin to tip with a pin brush and steel comb to prevent mats. Skipping full grooming sessions will catch up with you silk tangles if you rush. Gear helps. A pin brush, a high-quality steel comb, a blow dryer with variable speed, gentle dog shampoo and conditioner, a grooming table if space allows, and a snood to keep long ears clean during meals. Many owners also use lightweight coat wraps or pajamas to protect hair from friction when lounging. Ear and foot care are essentials. Keep ears clean and dry to prevent infections, and use a snood at mealtime so dinner does not become ear conditioner. Trim hair between paw pads for grip on slick floors. Nails should be short, so strides stay sound. After wet walks, dry thoroughly to protect skin and coat. Health snapshot. Afghan hounds are generally athletic and hardy, but common considerations include hip dysplasia, eye issues such as cataracts and corneal problems, hypothyroidism, certain cancers, allergies or sensitive skin, and the deep-chested risk of bloat, gastric dilatation volvulus. Many sighthounds, including Afghan hounds, can be sensitive to certain anesthetic drugs because of lean body composition. Always discuss anesthesia protocols with your veterinarian. Smart screening to ask breeders about official hip evaluations. Annual eye examinations by a board-certified veterinary ophthalmologist. Thyroid testing and a conversation about bloat history in the family. Some owners opt to combine spay or neuter surgery with a preventative stomach tack, prophylactic gastropexy. Keep your dog lean and fit a healthy weight protects joints, heart, and coat. Heat and cold. That coat insulates from sun and cold, but long runs in high heat or humidity are risky. Schedule vigorous activity for cool hours, offer shade and water, and watch for panting beyond normal. In winter, most Afghan hounds are comfortable with their natural coat, but wet, icy conditions still call for drying and paw checks. Training that works respects the mind of a sighthound. Keep sessions short, upbeat, and varied. Use a marker word like yes, tiny soft treats, and play. Rotate between 3 to 5 skills so you avoid repetition fatigue. And while your dog still wants more, that is how you build a willing partner. Foundation skills to teach early: name recognition, hand target, touch, A cheerful recall, loose leash walking. Leave it and wait. Add a placemat for settling and a go sniff release as a reward between tasks. For recall, train with a long line outdoors so your dog can succeed even when the wind carries interesting news. Leash manners save shoulders. Use a comfortable Y-front harness and reward a slack leash every few steps. When a fast-moving distraction appears, increase distance, cue a hand target, or look at me. Feed a jackpot, then move on. Your goal is calm neutrality, not forced socializing. Socialization is about composure, not chaos. Introduce elevators, strollers, wheelchairs, hats, umbrellas, and city sounds at distances the dog can handle. Reward curiosity and calm. Practice vet-friendly handling, gentle mouth, ear, and paw checks, so grooming and exams are low drama later. For advanced fun, try lure coursing, the coursing ability test, or fast sprint games in fenced fields. Some Afghan hounds enjoy agility at a low-impact pace and creative trick training at home. Those games can work too. Even for a sight-hunter, dogs love to use their brains, whatever the task. Who thrives with an Afghan hound? People who appreciate independent thinkers, love a touch of glamour, and can commit to regular grooming. Apartment dwellers who schedule daily walks and fenced field sprints can do great. Families with older kids who understand gentle handling are a good fit. The best match is someone who smiles at a little drama and values a quiet, elegant companion at home. Who should think twice? If you want a dog that lives off-leash at the beach, or a dog who treats obedience drills like a competitive sport every day, the Afghan Hound may frustrate you. If grooming sounds like homework you will avoid, this may not be your breed. If you have small pets that run and trigger chase instincts, plan for careful management. Choosing a puppy starts with purpose and honesty. Do you want a companion who dazzles on walks and relaxes at home, or do you dream of lure coursing and a bit of show ring fun? Share your real lifestyle with breeders so they can match temperament, energy, and coat maintenance tolerance to your home. Evaluate the breeder like a partner in your dog's long life. Look for health testing on both parents' hips, annual eye exams, thyroid, and transparent discussion of family health and temperament. Ask how puppies are raised, in-home socialization, sound exposure, early grooming routines, crate introductions, short car rides. Clean spaces and detailed answers are green flags. When meeting pups, look for curiosity that is not frantic, enjoyment of gentle handling, and quick recovery from small surprises. Watch gait for smooth movement and check eyes and skin for clarity. Meet the mother and, if possible, relatives to gauge family temperament. Be wary of rare color markups or sales pressure. Budget in the United States often ranges from about $2,000 to $4,000 or more from a responsible breeder, depending on pedigree and goals. Adoption is a wonderful path too. Sighthound rescues and shelters sometimes have Afghan hounds or mixes, often because grooming was more than previous owners expected. Adoption fees usually range a few $100s. Bring home checklist: well-fitted harness and 6-foot leash, 20 to 30-foot long line, crate or pen, pin brush, steel comb, gentle shampoo and conditioner, high-velocity dryer or access to a groomer, snoods, coat wraps or pajamas, non-slip mats for floors, puzzle feeders, and a schedule. Day 1. Potty plan, short name games, and a calm bath and brush routine practice without water, just handling. Rapid-fire fun facts. 1. The Afghan Hound's ringtail is part of the signature silhouette It often forms a gentle loop above the back. 2. The breed's coat is believed to protect against sun and cold, acting like a natural climate cloak. 3. Many Afghan hounds are world-class sprinters. Watching them run is like watching silk take flight. More fun. The domino color pattern creates a smoky, shaded look that seems painted by a cloud. 5. The aloof reputation melts at home. Many Afghan hounds are cuddle connoisseurs who will rearrange cushions to their liking. 6. In mid-century advertising and fashion, the Afghan Hound became a symbol of elegance. The breed still turns heads wherever it goes. Bottom line, the Afghan Hound is elegance with a heartbeat athlete, artist, and gentle housemaid. Respect the independent mind, build in safe sprints, embrace grooming as a ritual, and you will discover a dog who makes ordinary days feel cinematic. Give them room to run and a velvet bed to land, and they will give you a bond that feels timeless. If this guide helped, tap subscribe, share your favorite Afghan Hound story in the comments, and ask your questions. Better yet, visit a sighthound meetup, a lure coursing practice, or a rescue event. Feel the silk, watch the sprint, and decide if this desert-born dancer is your next best friend.